Well, today's lesson is about non-defining relative clause. The first we are talking about the goal of learning. The goal of learning of the lesson for today is the students are able to identify and apply the usages and the structures of non-defining relative clause based on the context. Now let's go to the lesson. Non-defining relative clause. Well, first let's talk about the function. Non-defining relative clause gives us additional or extra information about what and who we are talking about. Jadi, fungsi dari non-defining relative clause hanyalah sekedar memberikan informasi tambahan tentang kata bendanya atau tentang apa dan siapa yang sedang kita bicarakan. Well, here is the example of the sentence. We visited Hyde Park, which is close to Buckingham Palace. Kami mengunjungi Taman Hyde yang dekat dengan Istana Buckingham. So, in this sentence, there are two clauses, the main clause and the non-defining relative clause. The main clause is we visited Hyde Park, and the non-defining relative clause is which is close to Buckingham Palace. Jadi dalam kalimat ini ada dua klausa, yaitu klausa utama dan non-defining relative clause. Klausa yang menunjukkan non-defining relative clause adalah which is close to Buckingham Palace. Jadi klausa which is close to Buckingham Palace tidak terlalu penting dalam kalimat ini. Karena semua orang juga tahu bahwasanya Hyde Park itu dekat dengan Buckingham Palace. Jadi kalimat which is close to Buckingham Palace di dalam kalimat ini hanyalah sekedar informasi tambahan. Bagaimana jika kalimat itu tidak ada? Tidak apa-apa, tidak mempengaruhi pemahaman seseorang tentang kalimat utamanya. Jadi sekali lagi, non-defining relative clause hanya sekedar informasi tambahan saja. Kehadirannya dalam kalimat itu tidak terlalu penting. Jika dihilangkan pun tidak masalah. Well, here is the punctuation rule. Aturan tanda baca. Okay. We use commas when writing non-defining relative clause. Jadi kita harus menggunakan koma. Jadi tanda koma adalah tanda yang paling penting ketika kita ingin menjelaskan bahwa klausa tersebut adalah non-defining relative clause. If the sentence is in the middle, you have to use two commas. Jadi jika non-defining relative clause-nya berada di tengah kalimat, dia harus diapit dengan dua koma. For example, my friend John, who went to the same school as me, has just written a best-selling novel. Jadi, non-defining relative clause-nya adalah who went to the same school as me. Sebelum kalimatnya ada koma dan setelah kalimatnya juga ada koma. Dia harus diapit dengan 2 koma untuk menjelaskan bahwa dia merupakan non-defining relative clause. Well, the second example, I have just come back from London where John lives. So in this sentence, the non-defining relative clause is placed at the end of the sentence. Jika dia berada di akhir kalimat, maka hanya perlu meletakkan koma saja sebelum kalimat tersebut dimulai. Well, that's the punctuation rule, students. Well, here are some notes that you have to understand when you write non-defining relative clause. The first, we never use that in non-defining relative clause. For example of the sentence, he gave me the cake which I ate immediately. That's correct. He gave me the cake that I ate immediately. That's wrong. Jadi dari contoh kalimatnya sudah jelas. Di kalimat pertama, dia memberikan saya kue yang saya makan segera. Jadi di kalimat ini kita harus menggunakan which. In the second sentence, we try to sub the word which with that, but that is never used in non-defining relative clause. Jadi that itu tidak pernah dipakai di kalimat non-defining relative clause menggantikan relative pronoun apapun, baik itu who, baik itu which, baik itu whom, tidak bisa digantikan dengan that. Lain halnya dengan kalimat defining relative clause. That bisa digunakan menggantikan who, whom, ataupun which. Okay, that's the first rule. And then the second rule is the relative pronoun of a non-defining relative clause can never be omitted. Jadi relative pronoun dalam kalimat non-defining relative clause tidak akan pernah bisa dihilangkan. It is different with defining relative clause. Okay. For example, I gave him a bottle of water which he drank very quickly. Relative pronoun di kalimat ini adalah which. Okay. Kalimat ini memiliki relative pronoun which. In the second example, I gave him a bottle of water he drank very quickly. Kita mencoba untuk menghilangkan kata which, tapi makna kalimatnya adalah salah. Jadi relative pronoun dalam kalimat non-defining relative clause tidak akan pernah bisa dihilangkan. Jadi tetap harus digunakan. Well, here is only a repetition. I guess that you have learned about the usage of this relative pronoun in the last meeting in defining relative clause lesson. Okay, so here is just the repetition that who is used for people as subject, and then whom is used for people as object, which for things and animals, whose for people or things possessives, and then where is used for place. Well, at this last slide, it is the conclusion or the difference between defining relative clauses and non-defining relative clauses. Well, in the end, let me conclude that non-defining relative clause gives us additional or extra information of what or who we are talking about. We have to use comma to form the clause. Well, my students, that's all for our lesson today. See you again in the next challenge. Goodbye, everybody.